So what just happened at the Pentagon is insane. All right, is mind-blowing that this is happening, that they are making this call, making this move, because this just proves that they have been doing things in the US, they have been operating, and they have been, essentially conducting psyops on the American people. Okay? That's what this boils down to. And their response to this is pretty telling. It's pretty much an admission to what they've done. So, new reports have come out from Facebook and Twitter saying that they banned hundreds of United States government accounts. All right. And this might sound kind of weird. It's like, why would they do this? This is kind of strange. Well, just to give you some history really quick, all right? Right before Obama got out of presidency, all right, right before he got out of office in 2012, there was a law. I remember this. There was a law that was passed to essentially legalize propaganda on the American people, all right? Legalize, the government using psychological warfare techniques that they use overseas, using it on the American people to essentially legalize it. It was part of the National Defense Authorization Act because they renew it every couple years, and it's a big deal. I'm sure you've heard of it. It's the thing that has to do with the Patriot Act, all that stuff. And it was signed into law, and it essentially legalizes propaganda on the American people from our own government. Okay, so it's been well admitted that we influence other governments all around the world. We use campaigns like the Arab Spring and things like that to escalate situations, to bring more attention to them, to amplify them. We bring diplomatic attention to them. We bring social media attention to them. Our government makes whole social media campaigns to target certain issues, all right? And this article, this was from Yahoo News, all right? It was saying this is run by CENTCOM, all right? This is run by the U.S. Central Intelligence Command. And this is just kind of crazy to think that, it's like this high level that they're on social media and influencing people. So Facebook and Twitter figured out that there was hundreds of accounts and websites constantly being pushed with news and like these fake accounts that are like fake officials and stuff that the own United States government set up. This is an article from Yahoo News, all right? This isn't like some wacky thing. This is real. And now the Pentagon has ordered a investigation into what exactly is going on. Because apparently, everything is compartmentalized. Lots of people don't know what's going on in this, department, even if they're under the same branch, they're under the same, chain of command. Lots of times you don't even know what's going on during, in another, whatever, group or whatever is going on. So the Pentagon is ordering an investigation to see what is happening exactly, to try to get to the bottom of this, because Twitter and Facebook are literally accusing them. They're like, these are fake accounts and you're using this to essentially put out like propaganda and like fake information and weird stuff on all this stuff going on overseas. It's very weird. It's very strange that this article came out. And if you remember a couple months ago, I don't think I ever talked about it, but I remember seeing it. It was a Fort Bragg recruiting video. You probably saw it or at least heard of it. If you didn't, you should go look it up. It's called like Ghosts in the Machine. Ghosts in the Machine. Type in like Fort Bragg recruitment video, Ghosts in the Machine, something like that. And it should pop up. You can watch it right here on YouTube. And it's a recruitment video for Fort Bragg's Psychological Operations Unit. And they essentially put out this very creepy and dystopian video. It had like clowns putting on makeup, like looks like the Joker almost, like so weird. This is weird, creepy dystopian cartoons. that are like skeletons and ghosts and all this weird stuff. And then it was also showing like social unrest and like protests and all this stuff. Like, you know, it was like hypothetical situations overseas, like whatever, giant riots and things like that. It was showing pictures of that too. And then it was saying, and then it was like, we are everywhere, we influence everything, we control everything, yada yada yada. And then it like kept zooming into things, and then it like zoomed in on the phone, and it was like, this is the new wave that we're going to use for like psychological operations, is like use the phone to put out all these ideas, put out all this propaganda that they want to put out. Okay? And this has been used overseas dozens of times in recent history. All right, these social media campaigns can pop up for any issue. It's been used probably in the United States. We've seen crazy protests and things in the past few years in the United States that seemingly almost came out of nowhere, were very extreme, were huge. You know, they were mostly peaceful. You remember that? Mostly peaceful protests. That they were peaceful, so it was fine. Remember that? And that kind of just came out of nowhere, and then it fizzled out. It was almost like a campaign. Look at everything the past few years. You can see it. All right, there is a collaboration, a agenda to get out certain ideas on certain topics. All right, and I'm not trying to like toot my own horn or anything like that, but this is why channels like this, other channels, shout out all the other people covering this hard-hitting news that they're not covering really anywhere else. This is why these channels are important, because we are putting ourselves out there to like counter narratives and, you know, like have a voice against what's, you know, there's no counter voice for a lot of these things. There has to be counter arguments, and that's good. That's good. That's what the First Amendment's all about. Speech. That's how we figure things out, is with speech and talking to each other. That's why it's so dangerous to like shut down people's First Amendment, because, you know, it's like you shut down communication between people. That's not a good thing. That's never good. We should always have more communication, open communication, and, you know, tell each other what we want, what we need. That's what the First Amendment's literally for. That's what it's all about. That's why you have the right to protest. That's why you have the right to freedom of speech, freedom to your religion, all this stuff, all right? It's important. It's important to have conversations and open dialogues. So thank you guys for supporting me. I know you guys keep me in the fight. You guys keep me in the game. Thank you guys. And who knows? Maybe this is a good thing. Who knows? I'm playing devil's advocate here. I'm just doing this for YouTube. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe they're putting out good ideas to, you know, get people motivated for certain things. Who knows? Maybe it's good. Who knows? All right. Obviously a little sarcasm there, but who knows? Maybe it's good. I'm just leaving that open. All right. Cause it's a debate. It's a discussion. You know my side. I don't really think it's a good idea. All right. I think it's dangerous, but I think we should have a discussion about it. All right. So let me know what you guys think. Hit it up down in the comments below. Let's talk about it. And you guys have a big old blessed day.